Welcome to the Own Your Family, where real stories and proven formulas are shared about leaving the rat race so you can achieve freedom and spend more quality time with your family.
Good day, everyone. It's Katrina for Own Your Family. In this episode, I will be talking about a brief history of Bitcoin. Quote unquote, owning Bitcoins is one of the few asymmetric bets that people across the entire world can participate in. Vijay Boyapati, The Bullish Case for Bitcoin. In 2008, two wrecking balls hit the earth. One of them brought with it the biggest downturn since the Great Depression. The other began the greatest technological revolution in human history. The latter, given its scope, started rather innocently. An anonymous individual or individuals named Satoshi Nakamoto joined a relatively small mailing list of what would soon become America's most valuable misfits, the computer nerds. In his first email sent on Halloween, Satoshi casually mentioned he was working on a new electronic cash system that's fully peer-to-peer with no trusted third party. Nobody outside of this list would have had any clue what that meant. But this small group knew exactly what he was saying, and nobody would blame them for not believing him. Satoshi, whoever he was implying he would solve what many cryptographers believed was virtually unsolvable, what they called the double spending problem. To prove it, Satoshi shared his 9-page PDF, the Bitcoin white paper describing how the system worked. The first line of the abstract explains deeper. A purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without the burdens of going through a financial institution. And they looked over the culmination of all that he had made, and they saw that it was good. Bitcoin. Satoshi launched the Bitcoin software in the wake of the great financial crisis on January 3, 2009. Inside that first block, he left a message, quote unquote, "The Times 3 January 2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." So began a journey leading to the nearly $1 trillion market cap we see today. But Bitcoin wasn't created in 2009. As with all major innovations, it was the fruit of several technological breakthroughs decades prior. Quote unquote, "As a thought experiment, imagine there was a base metal as scarce as gold, but with the following properties: boring gray in color, not a good conductor of electricity, not particularly strong, not useful for any practical or ornamental purpose, and one special, magical property can be transported over a communications channel." Satoshi Nakamoto, 2010. Bitcoin itself has an inverted origin story. Arthur Falls, an early Bitcoin adopter, told me during an interview. It went live in 2009, but the technology can be traced back to a 1985 paper by David Shom, "Security Without Identification, Transaction Systems to Make Big Brother Obsolete." In fact, by 1990, all of the technology needed to develop a Bitcoin-like system existed. And the shadowy anarchist, libertarian-minded group of mathematicians called the cypherpunks were working to do just that. It just took a long time to materialize. The relatively untold story of their tremendous labor and despair at apparent failure is both heartbreaking and inspiring. For me, reading the Bitcoin white paper for about the 5th or 6th time, I had a Gnostic moment. I've never appreciated a work of genius before. Classical music to me is just a bunch of violence, poetry that doesn't rhyme, it's just bad prose. But Bitcoin was and is a work of mechanical beauty and elegance that puts a lump in my throat and steers me to the core.
Thanks for listening. Join our online family by signing up for your free account at www.ownyourfamily.com and begin your journey to freedom. Want to get there faster? Book a strategy call with us at ownyourfamily.com/book a call. As always, be sure to leave a rating and subscribe to our podcast and channel so you never miss a future episode.